Street Fighter.
Scapula Combat, the name says it all. I'm Rob Jarrell, and this is my initial reaction to the Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter Jr. lightweight title challenge that took place on Showtime and at the Staples Center in LA. What can I say? Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to preview this fight, so we really couldn't give you our thoughts on what was going to happen in the fight. But Mikey Garcia won a pretty convincing 12-round unanimous decision over Robert Easter Jr. The hometown kid just continued his streak. I believe he moves to... Oh, God. It's late. Boom, boom, boom. He moves to 39 wins, 0 losses. He wasn't able to get the knockout over Robert Easter Jr., but he did earn the IBF lightweight title, and he retained the WBC title in this matchup. It was a good fight. I thought up until the 9th round, it was fairly back and forth. Mikey Garcia did get the knockdown in the 3rd round, which, great knockdown. Great knockdown. He was able to 1-2, and then as Easter was trying to recover, he got caught with the left hook squared up. And that's really what he wanted to do. Robert Easter from the outset tried to control the range and the pace of the fight by establishing his jab, whipping the right hand out there, and making sure that Mikey Garcia could not get on the inside. Robert Easter Jr. had like an 8-inch reach advantage on Mikey Garcia. And he did well by not being on the ropes, by keeping him at bay. But what Mikey did, he showed flashes of in the 1st round, then he started doing it in the 2nd round, is he would jab, and he has a great 1-2, probably one of the best in boxing, but he would jab and he would still take a bigger step in and follow up with that right hand and punch through the guard of Robert Easter. And he would do that consistently. Eventually, Robert Easter wouldn't move around as much, and he would more so stand his ground. But in standing his ground, he was susceptible to feints in that 1-2 again. So Mikey Garcia did find a lot of success. But when he was made to be the aggressor, he would step with Robert Easter Jr. as Robert Easter Jr. moved around the ring. But if he had to go forward, try to press the action, be more aggressive, go to Robert Easter, he really didn't have a lot of success unless he set it up with that 1-2 and that jab and taking a half step in. Robert Easter did find some success, but he really couldn't do much more beyond the left hand. He probably should have thrown the right hand more often. While Mikey varied it up, he would throw it straight, he would throw overhand, and when Robert Easter would cover up, put both hands up, he would throw around the guard of Easter by whipping the jab out there and bringing it to where Robert Easter could not see. And every time he punched, he really took Robert Easter Jr. out of his stance. While Robert Easter threw his punches, he threw his jab, Mikey Garcia would still be, his feet would still be set, his balance would still be set just in case he wanted to come back, or he would be ready to punch. So as Robert Easter's activity went down, so did his effectiveness against Mikey Garcia. And then that 9th round, he recovered very well from the knockdown in the 3rd, but once he was hurt pretty badly in the 9th round. He caught Mikey Garcia with a good uppercut and a good right hand, but his activity dropped, and he got caught with another right hand. And every time he would back up on the ropes, Mikey Garcia would set him up with a jab, but he would always throw around the guard of Robert Easter. And I would say for the last 3 rounds, that's what you saw. You saw Mikey Garcia really stepping in with that jab, and Robert Garcia couldn't do anything but throw his jab. He seemed like he was pretty confused about what to do. His right hand, I think, was there. I think it was there to land on Mikey Garcia, but too often the trajectory would be off. He would throw it kind of awkwardly, like he would lean, but it would telegraph. And he has such long arms that it takes a lot of time. No matter how fast he is, it would take a long time for his punches to get to where Mikey Garcia is, and it gave Garcia a chance to react. Mostly blocking, make sure it glances off his guard, and sometimes stepping back or ducking under it. But the times that it did land is when he threw it fairly straight. He would throw it right down the middle. It just didn't happen too often. And Robbie Easter, he would go to the body. He threw a lot of right hands to the body, but what he could have done is feint jab hard, and then throw the right hand. Or maybe jab and vary up the jab going upstairs or downstairs, but it was just like he would just kind of flick it out there to keep Mikey Garcia at bay. I mean, it was a good account of both of them, but Mikey Garcia was just better on this night. And at this point, we're not really sure where he goes from here. I mean, there's Lomachenko, there's Ray Beltran. There's some young guys that are definitely going to step up that's going to want to take on one of the three guys who holds belts in that division. That's all I got for you today. Luis King Kong Ortiz beat Rodman. Kajanu in 2 rounds with a hellacious knockout. Mario Barrios took out, I think it's Mickey Roman. Well, he had a great win. He got a stoppage in the a TKO in, I believe, the 6th round. That was a fairly one-sided fight for the Virgil Hunter pupil. That's all I got for you. I'm going to bring you the review of the heavyweight matchups that took place in England with Dillian White and Joseph Parker tomorrow, and that also featured Derek Chisora versus Carlos Takam. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share with your friends so we can bring you more content and we can spread all this knowledge that we got for you. Comment in the section below. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google+, Capital Combat. And until next time, fight on.
This is round 1 and you've already lost. They don't seem to see that everything we've done is coming.